heart pounding in your chest. It all sounds very unpleasant. I don't know why someone would want to feel like that. Everyone speaks of crushes, everyone around me speaks of love. This sounds good as a concept, put it into action, I don't feel any attraction. I don't feel it like you do. I don't feel it like you, but I'm not sure if I want to. It doesn't sound very fun being in love, being in love. There is a word for people like me, a word that I like a lot. We're not broken, we don't need to be fixed. There is nothing wrong with us. I don't feel it like you do. I don't feel it like you, but I'm not sure if I want to. It doesn't sound very fun being in love, as good as a concept. I like to dream of romance, but it's not something that I feel I should have told you in advance. But I myself didn't know. Maybe I'm wrong right now. Who really can know? I don't want to hurt you. This isn't something I can control. I just don't feel what you do. I only want to be friends and know that you'd hold. But I don't feel it like you do. I don't feel it like you. I don't feel it like you. Do you feel it like you do? Feel it like you. I don't feel it like you do. I just don't feel it like you. I know that you wanted me to, but I just don't feel it like you. I'm not being all panicked. I've put some thought into this. This is not so gigantic. Just know that I'm aromantic. So, as I just said in that song, I am aromantic, which means that I don't experience romantic attraction. And I know you might be like, that can't possibly be a real thing. Well, it is. There are a whole community of people who will back me up on this, and like, honestly, if you think romance is the only thing that's important, you should really reevaluate your life choices. Yes, so I wrote that song shortly after figuring out that I'm aro, just short for aromantic, aro, which is pretty recently, actually, like last month. And just because, and I realized that this is pretty, like, what if I'm just being special and just haven't met the right person yet? Do you think there's one aromantic person who hasn't gone through that in their head? Like really? Like I was talking to someone I know the other day, and I was like, hey, what do you think of aromanticism? Just, trying to see if I could tell them or not. And they were like, well, basically, I think it's just a fear of commitment and a joke and just a phase that teenagers use, and it's just a phase, and they'll grow out of it in like 4 years once they're done with high school. And I was just sitting, I was half a minute away from being like, would you say all that to an aro's face? And because, well, you just did, and like walking out of the car. But yeah, I didn't, but I nearly did. Thought about it. Like, and that happened yesterday for me. So that has causing a lot more self-doubt. Thanks. You know who you are. Hopefully you don't ever watch this video. Yeah. So, I should probably tell you how I discovered, okay, I figured out I was aro is, so one of my friends, he wrote me this big 2-page confession on Google Docs about how he had a crush on me since like elementary school or something. And I was just like, I don't feel for you like that. I don't feel for anyone like that. Wait a second. So I spent the whole weekend going on Tumblr blogs and stuff about aromanticism and being like, is it me? Is it not me? Am I just being special? What? And and after the weekend, that takes over the weekend, I was like, yes, this is me. So I wrote that song. And I sent him the song, like, lyrics, not the recording, because I just made the first recording. He took it pretty well, which is good. And so far, I've only told like five people or so. So, obviously now, once I put this up, this is out of my control. So hopefully you guys won't like, don't send me hate mail because I'm aro, okay? Not cool. I will block you. But yeah. Like, also, arguments, like if someone tells you that's not a real thing, that's like assuming the person you're talking to is straight. It's like if they tell you to, okay, if they tell you, oh, why don't you date someone and see if you actually are aro, that would be like telling a straight person to go date someone of the same gender to see if they actually are straight. And if you're saying that, like, maybe I'm too young to know that this is what I identify as, are you too young to know that you're straight, or gay, or bi, or pan, or whatever? Like, how do you know? I know who I am at this moment in time, and even if I say something different in the years to come, that doesn't mean I was lying now, because sexuality is fluid, gender is fluid, romantic orientation can be fluid. If you don't change as a person, something is wrong. And for most people, changing as a person doesn't mean changing who you're attracted to. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't ever happen. Yes. So, like, it's kind of funny because like at sleepovers, I can remember people be like, oh, who you have a crush on? I'd be like, you know, I've never had a crush. I don't know how do you know what a crush feels like? My friends are like, you would know. And I'm like, I don't want to feel my heart going like, that sounds really painful. Yeah. I realize it's like exaggeration from the books, but yeah, I was basically saying, look, me, an aro person. Yes. So I'm posting this for Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week. Arospec Awareness Week. That's this week from the 15th to the 16th. Or, no, 15th to like 21st, something like that. It's this week. This is for that. Sort of. And this is a lot of talking. Hopefully my phone doesn't. Okay. So, in conclusion, being aromantic, it isn't just a way to say, hey, I haven't found the right person yet. It isn't a way to say, I just don't want anyone right now. It's saying, I don't want a romantic relationship. And if you think that's wrong, then do you not value your friends at all? What do you think your friends are to you? What? I don't understand. Yes. So, basically, aromanticism and asexuality are completely valid, and if you're anywhere on the aro or ace spectrums, then you're valid, and I hope that everyone in your life thinks that you're valid as well.